Well, color me surprised, shocked, and bamboozled. Arson. Not in Jasper. Not in the Walker counties. Lord, no. That would never. That would never happen there. Good Lord. They're saying it was a 19-year-old that broke in, trying to steal a pew, and then recklessly caused a fire or an explosion. Y'all, I hate to sound ignorant here. What was the pew doing inside a public defender's office? Unsecured? I mean, maybe that's why he didn't get a hold of it. I have questions. I have questions. How did he know a pew was in there? I, how did he recklessly cause an explosion? What was he doing in there? If that was his goal, was to obtain the pew, how did he recklessly cause a fire or an explosion? What was going on, feller? I am confusion. Do you know there are pawn shops up the road? I mean, true enough, they may be harder to break into and or steal from than the public defender's office, apparently. However, I, like I said, I have questions. Maybe it's not meant for me to know. Maybe this is one of them things that we gonna find out in heaven. I got questions for Jesus. I got lots of questions for the Lord. Okay. Um, I know that when we get to heaven, friends, brothers and sisters in Christ, we are going to find out the knowledge from the Lord. He's not going to leave us hanging. I'm going to find out what happened to John Bonet. I'm going to find out what happened to Natalie Holloway. I'm going to find out the truth. I have questions. I got people I need to see first. First off, right off the bat. Okay. But when I'm done hugging some folks, I'm going to be like, Lord, can we sit down? Can we sit a spell? Because I've got to know. Because we're friends. Friends don't keep secrets. Okay. And this is just one of them things. I mean, low on the totem pole, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. But, I mean, I also want to know what happened to Carrie Lawson, of course. That's higher on the totem pole. However, Lord, what was friend doing here, 19 years old, breaking into the public defender's office for a pew when there are much easier ways to get a pew than that? Every single pawpaw in Walker County or any neighboring county has got a pew. Anyway, you get the gist. I don't know. I don't know. Unless I were to see surveillance camera footage where he stares right down the barrel of it and says, I'm here to steal up a pew. Whoops, here's a match. I'm going to drop it right on some gasoline. I'm kind of skeptical. You know, I don't know. Maybe I've just been alive too long. Maybe I've just seen too many things. Maybe I've heard too many things, because I certainly have in the last 6 months. Y'all just cannot know the tables that I've sat at. Y'all just do not know the things that I've heard and cannot repeat. Y'all just don't know. If y'all wonder why I'm such a cynic these days, I truly am not, deep in my heart. If y'all just why I'm so skeptical, because the times where I have been, but maybe they're a good person, maybe they have good intentions, and then they bamboozle me. I just don't know about this. Y'all just don't know.